thinking what I need to do. Where should I do?
I got
Boys.
We got time. We got a few weeks.
My nephew's wedding.
I'm working Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays now. I'm taking Mondays and Fridays off for the kids for the summer.
Hi.
Maybe sports we have going on.
Hi.
Yeah, only getting, I wanted to dabble in everything, but
Earlier.
you gotta figure out the hockey poker run yet too. I'm looking for dates for that.
Later is way definitely
For
better.
the hockey UTV run.
Like we're.
Yeah.
Back to shopping.
YouTube is up, just so you know, for the microphone business.
Listen to me.
Mhm.
It's really- Can't talk. We don't have a phone.
Fermented.
I don't understand. Why?
That's funny.
I can sing.
That's right in front of her.
I can sing if they want me to.
I got the key one the other day, just like spray.
Hmm.
Oh, that should be great jersey. I like the bubble.
Yeah.
I don't.
Can't get to finish these.
You need an extra packet or you could.
I would love one if you have one. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Is it just the same as what we have in the?
Yeah,
Or
I make an extra pack
Yeah.
in case one of you forgets your computer or
Sure.
your computer decides to die or whatever.
We appreciate you.
So I just bring one though, so if there's more than one of you that happens to you, I'll share.
All right, it's 4:30 and we're all here, so I'm gonna call the meeting to order. I'm looking for a motion to approve the agenda.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
All right, all those in favor?
I,
Opposed? All right, new business. We have a resignation of administration. So we're looking to accept these tonight. That's what we need to do so that.
Yeah, so we can post,
Yeah.
so we can get posting on it.
Okay.
That was the intent.
All right, so it's the resignation of Carrie Herman that we're looking to accept tonight.
I'll make a motion to accept the resignation of Principal Carrie Herman.
I'll second it.
Any discussion? All
Yeah.
those,
Our discussion, actually. I did not make the last board meeting, but I did watch it online, and I guess I'm a little upset by her resignation due to the board. I feel that she is pushed out of her position. We are down to one principal, which was Carrie Herman. And not just Carrie, but I am shocked that Lisa is still here. I feel that Carrie and Lisa were treated very, very poorly in the last board meeting. And I feel that was very uncalled for by some board members. I thought maybe I took it too far watching it since I wasn't here, and I rewatched it. And still felt the same way and was not gonna make it tonight and canceled plans to be here. And we're losing many other people, which will be read after this one, which is due to the same thing. A lot of staff here feel that the reason they're leaving is they do not feel that they are backed by the board. I don't want to be a part of the board when people feel that way. It's hard to have your name associated with the board that the school and teachers and administration don't feel backed by. Just like you, Katie, we have a lot of us, we have kids in the school. That's why I'm on board. I'm on board for the community, for my children, for your children, for the administration. And nobody here is trusting us. And that sucks.
Yeah.
That none of us are being trusted. We got voted on, we got elected on in this position, and none of us are trusted right now. We've lost how many students in the last 2 years? And just this last year, how many administration and teachers have we lost? That we can't fill the positions because nobody wants to work here. I wouldn't want to work here. And we're volunteers. We're not getting paid for being board members. And now, because of actions from board members, we now have no principal in this entire school. And if I were Carrie and had gotten treated that way, I would have walked out right then and there. I would not have finished out the school year. I just want to let you know my feelings. And
Absolutely.
I'm shocked that Lisa's here because I wouldn't have come back to type minutes to me.
We do have a hill in front of us as we have to figure out something.
We have a mountain
and-
in front of us.
Yep.
No, this is, I'm sorry, the way they got treated was horrible.
Yeah.
Katie, I have a question.
Yeah.
Did Carrie receive our counter?
Did not.
Okay.
So it wasn't quite ready yet. So
Okay.
we did not receive
Okay,
that.
that was my only question.
And I hope that we can all, as we move forward, give everyone some grace as we are continuing to figure out roles and responsibilities and what needs to happen. And we're all human and mistakes can be made and we can correct them without coming down on people. And, you know, we have to work together to figure out what the next steps are going to be or what the administrative staffing looks like, along with the staffing of the rest of the school.
Can I just ask a question?
Yeah.
So obviously I had to leave for the closed session
Mhm.
last week. What do we have implemented in the circumstance? Like, I have no idea what happened. I know what I've heard.
You can come and talk to the president, which would be me. And,
Okay.
and we can discuss.
I want to be caught up. Like, I don't want to
Yep.
be like blindsided by not knowing
Mhm.
what took place or
Yep.
potentially triggered
Mhm.
a resignation.
All right.
I'd just like to comment too. I mean, I get what Kelly's saying and I don't honestly remember if I said something and I apologize. I know we get in the heated of the moment if I did say or do something, but I also want to remind people too, like respect is a two-way street. And I have repeatedly stated in board meetings that I don't feel respected as a community member, as a parent, as a board member with some of this administration and with some of, maybe not some of you, because some of you are new, but other board members. So again, as we move forward in rebuilding, I want to remind everybody, there is 7 board members. Whether you like each other or not, whether administration principals like the 7 that you have to work with, you still have to work with each other. And there needs to be a level of respect both to and from. So
Yep, I agree. And we need to take some of the feeling out of it. We can all have feelings around past things that have happened. But these are now business decisions that we're having to make, which shouldn't be emotional. We can, again, the feelings are real. You can have them. And we have to be prepared to set some of those feelings aside to figure out what the next right step will be.
I think
for
that
what
working
we're doing.
towards the same goal is the most important part
Yeah.
as well. Like, as a team with the staff, we have to support them. This is a whole big moving part here. And it's like a burning fire right now that
Right, where they're all quitting.
well, my also concern is, I mean, the teachers have to give us notice by February, what is it, February 15th, February 18th, if they are retiring. Administration is supposed to give us notice by April 15th. And neither of these two, and I get maybe things have escalated and changed, but again, I question, like, where's,
So we're gonna have some opportunity in the close to discuss the language of the contracts.
but even that, like, where's the policy, what that holds them accountable for that April 15th deadline, just like your other staff would be held accountable? Okay, so basically the contract nulls any other state? Okay. Because I don't think there is any language in there, and I swear there used to be, and again, we can talk about this in close, I swear there used to be a policy on, I mean, there's a policy for non-certified early retirement staff, so I'm really confused by why there's not a policy or where it's at for early retirement of certified staff. And I've reached out, I reached out to both of you last Monday or last Friday, and I have gotten no response in my email.
And I responded to Katie about that, hoping, I thought maybe, yeah, so that's my fault. The contract is the binding agreement.
Yeah, and I've been
teachers
back and
and
forth with the
administrators
lawyer.
are different.
Say that again.
I was gonna ask a question, but you can,
What was that, Kevin?
Oh, I said the teachers and the administrators have different contracts, different agreements.
are you referring to like liquidated damages?
Well, it's
Or
just,
just the
I mean-
ability to resign after a
Yeah,
certain
well,
date?
kind of like the combination of which, and also like, how do we have a policy 546.1 for non-certified or for, what is it? I don't have it pulled up, I don't think.
All those windows and it's not pulled up.
It could be, just, so how do we have a policy, wait, maybe it's right, that's recruiting, for non-certified, so early retirement, non-certified staff, I believe that's 546.1, but not certified, and I feel like I was going through all these policies early May because of a situation that was going on here, and I feel like I saw it then, and of course, as I dig now, I can't, and I'm not saying it disappeared, but again, I'm just really confused. I like when we have a policy for a certain thing and like why there wouldn't be a policy for this at this time. And again, maybe there just isn't, but
That's what
again, that
we-
needs to be added to.
Back to a policy committee, please.
Yeah.
This committee, the whole is great. Don't get me wrong. You guys, it's less
Right,
meeting, but
right,
we need to
right.
go back to specific discussions like
yeah.
policy,
Mhm.
budget. and finance.
Non-contracted employees
Meetings.
is what it says resignation.
And I mean, that's just my opinion, but we can
I
get into
agree.
it and really dive into it in
Yeah.
those ways, unless you want to do an ad hoc.
We could definitely
Policy
add on
committee to-
a policy to just the regular agenda to
Yeah.
just review, get back on a cycle of reviewing, reviewing
Sure,
policies
that would be
and
great.
bringing them up. And if we just need that reminder, to have that on, reminder for ourselves that it's just an ongoing item. I'm sure there's always a policy piece to discuss every single month.
Absolutely.
But we haven't taken any down to
Yeah.
answer your question, Jamie.
All right, is there any other discussion? Otherwise, I have a motion to accept the resignation of Carrie Herman from Corey, seconded by Polly. All those in favor?
I,
Opposed? All right, the next is a retirement of administrative, and that's gonna be Denise. So I'm looking for a motion to accept the retirement.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Any discussion?
I just want to clarify one thing with what Jamie was saying, and that's, I think what Jamie was referring to is the date April 15th for notification of retirement. Is that right,
Mhm.
Jamie?
Yeah.
Okay,
There's,
so the difference was Carrie's is a resignation, so she wouldn't have that same date. Denise's is a retirement.
Well, it's a resignation / early, I believe it read early retirement,
she's
but now it's
supposed to
rescinded
like
that
take
and
on
now,
the 8th.
well, that's what I was wondering too, but I believe when I first read it, it said early resignation, did it not?
The person
did.
putting in.
I
the
mean, maybe
letter-
I was wrong.
Retirement. It
They
did.
can put in the wording however they would like,
Right.
and then legally, we have the ability to not use the same wording.
Right,
Yeah,
I'm just
or-
saying if there was, I mean, we've had early retirements.
Yeah.
And I don't know, would you have been qualified as certified staff, not to put you under the bus, but.
I was considered certified.
So,
staff.
right, so I figure, I mean, that happened 5-6 years ago, so, and I thought there was language used, I wasn't
Yeah.
on the board at the time, but talking with past board members, I feel like there was something used to help you, and I don't know, because I wasn't there and I haven't.
I can tell you, February 15th is the certified staff
Yeah.
date that we request
Mhm,
that they
No,
let
I
us know,
know.
so budgeting wise, we can do it. If They
mhm,
don't, and I'm gonna tell you right now, it doesn't happen all the time.
mhm,
Those who are great, they try, but the
Mhm.
other ones, what are we gonna do? Say no? I mean, if you wanna say no, you can, but a lot of times they don't make those decisions. I don't know when you retired,
did.
but
I had made that decision.
yeah, and.
in December.
No, I just thought that there would have been a policy. Again, it's not really, it's not necessarily back to that date. It's just, I thought maybe there'd be more language for us to follow and guidelines besides the contract to kind of see as we go through it. Same thing with the handbook. So many things are put in the handbook, and I thought I've been shared with the administration, with the principals, when they do the handbook, that a lot of those things in the handbook come from our policies. So when
Yeah.
things are put into
Yeah.
the handbook, which there is an early retirement piece, but I'm not matching the policy. I'm not finding those policies.
So
And that's where my concern,
likely might not be one in a handbook for the principals. There isn't, I don't believe.
Be
So they have a
different staff.
contract. And typically the contract is what is relied upon in terms of any kind of resignation, retirement, leaving. liquidated damage, any of that is all based on the contract.
For
And
administrators.
And in this
Yes.
case, yeah, for administrators, and
Yeah.
that's what we're doing tonight.
Teachers are
right?
handbook. Yep.
Right, we're doing.
Well, admin,
She just wants to clarify.
Yeah,
between.
there is a
Yeah.
difference. And the other thing is too, like, the handbooks were negotiated by the union and a lot of them carried some language over, especially retirement. So a lot of that is starting to grandfather out.
Yeah.
And so, but we do in terms of, like, we try to meet with the teachers and, we've met with the union president before saying, hey, we've got some concerns about handbook language. We want these things changed. And we met with them and did do that the last time. And so then typically what happens is when the principals bring the student handbooks to the meeting, which we'll do next month, we try to bring the certified staff and the district staff handbooks to you.
Yes.
And we just make the changes we feel that are getting flagged.
Mhm.
But if you want other changes and things, we're not opposed to any of that. That's why we come.
yeah,
to you.
I'm not saying there is. I'm just trying to follow, because I believe there is a district handbook that I've looked at. I haven't been able to locate like the finalized one, because everyone I look at has like things highlighted and stuff. I'm sure it's there.
The process for the cow, so it's.
No, this was last year's. Last year's the one like that we were like in June when we had
You
them,
highlighted.
when we proved,
Yeah, let
yeah.
you know the changes, the basic
Right.
highlight.
Can I just respond to how I handle it when there's changes? If you ask me to remove something, I don't remove anything without it being,
Right.
I strike it out and I leave it there. And then
Yeah.
if there's something added, I add it and I highlight it yellow. So just so you know, because those are gonna be on the next meeting.
And
Agenda?
the one that we approved then, that is how the language would look without the highlighted
Right,
and without
so then
the struck
strikes would go
through.
away and the
area,
highlighting.
so
would
Right,
go
but that's what I'm saying. I'm not
But-
seeing the one that's been completely changed from last year that doesn't have the strikeouts, that doesn't have the highlights.
25, 26, is that?
I don't actually need it at this time. It's irrelevant. But
No, it's-
I'm just saying, so there is one, and that's what I was trying to look at for these
But it
circumstances
doesn't
with
say anything
the.
about these circumstances. It
Right.
doesn't say anything about the principals, nothing.
Right.
So they're not
They're-
considered
Nope,
district
they're not
staff.
District office.
No,
staff.
and that's why we were trying to change some of the contracts, like the IT, that was an administrative contract, and the goal was
Yes.
to make it a district staff contract in the future so that it wouldn't have this particular language. We were reducing the number of people on these special person to person contract to move as many people as possible onto the district wide stuff.
Who's considered the districts? I guess that's something I guess I never understood after being on the board. And again, it's probably something I
It's in the
haven't
handbook,
asked.
it's labeled, we bring it to you every
To
year.
who?
Us, Tiffany, whoever's in the district office.
Okay.
Basically, and
Right.
Laura, that was.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
so the like John and
Yeah.
Denise and
Yeah.
Jamie and Carrie didn't fall into any, there was no handbook that any of their,
This was all done long before my
It's a
time.
their individual contract.
As a person.
I know, but like
moving-
Kevin has
I
a
know.
contract too, so it seems redundant, like you have a contract, but you also fall into the district, and I guess I didn't understand until now.
This contract supersedes.
I understand that, but I know, but I mean, so would Jamie and the rest of theirs
Yes.
too, but I still thought they fell into some of the handbook stuff.
But depending on how
Years
we
ago.
do contracts in the future.
We did not create that
Yeah.
district office handbook. We make changes.
Yeah.
But that was created, there was a handbook period. I don't know if you remember when Act 10
Oh,
came around and then all of
remember.
a sudden in
we
lieu of,
switched.
that came around to, instead of
From
union
a contract to a
negotiations, it
handbook.
became a handbook, yes.
Yeah.
And so we're very upfront about that. We bring that every year.
And if you go back to June of last year, you'll see where it was brought for your.
That's what I said. I was looking. I'm just saying that one's
It's a
still
tab.
highlighted. Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought. I was looking.
Because.
I know, yeah.
Is there a way that we can look at that with the new ones coming on?
So
Can-
it's right here. So,
What's the other thing? That's
So it's
where a
under-
policy committee or ad hoc, if you wanna go there.
so if you go to this meeting
It's a good place to start.
and then go to 2025.
But nothing should prevent
And
us,
you wouldn't know this, but since I
Any
know, it would go to the
these
June,
meetings.
No, I'm
regular
just saying
school
there's
board
too many
meeting.
items on the column
Or
as
yeah,
opposed to
so go to the
Yeah.
23rd.
certain policies that
meeting.
People wanna
And if
flag.
you
Mhm.
go to that, it
That's what
should
we
give
did.
you, if you scroll down, all the handbooks should be
All right.
in that one.
So again, the motion that is on the table is
So,
the
again, it's how you
retirement of
buy.
Denise.
We always have to
have
search
a-
stuff.
Yep.
Too much.
We have a first by Corey, seconded by Polly to accept that retirement. Is there any other discussion? All those in favor?
I,
I,
Opposed? Motion passes. All right, at this time, we're going to convene into closed session under Wisconsin State Statute 19.851 CEFG to consider employment, promotion, compensation, or performance evaluation data of any public employee over which the governmental body has jurisdiction or exercises responsibility, considerations of financial, medical, social, personal information, and to confer with legal counsel who is rendering oral or written advice.
I'll make that motion.
All right.
I'll second it.
All right, Corey, call the roll.
Polly,
Yes.
Cory, yes, Katie,
Yes.
Jamie,
Yes.
Kim.